So welcome to Stretch with a Leader. Mona Baset is here with us. Mona, would you tell us about your role with Intermountain? We'll go right into your little Be Well moment, and then I'll take it over for stretching.
Well, great. Well, this seems like a very fun group already. So let me actually see if I can pull up my slide properly. Yeah. This is a single slide. Let's see if I can present this. I'm going to try this again. You shouldn't feel bad. Even technology people have problems.
Don't even get me started on that. Oh my gosh, I've had so many bad memories of me and technology. So many embarrassing moments, let's just say that.
Have problems. Okay, can you see that okay?
I don't see anything yet.
Oh,
but okay. It looks like you're trying to share something. Okay, I see it now.
Okay, Lindsay. All right, how about now?
Yep, you're good. Oh. We see it.
Great. Okay. Well, thanks again for inviting me to do this. I was really looking forward to it and love all the pre-meeting banter. It's so great. So I'm Mona Baset. I'm the Vice President of Digital Services for Intermountain Health. I'm based in Denver, and I sit in the Digital Technology Services Organization, and I have the privilege to lead an amazing team that focuses on consumer and caregiver engagement strategies and all the tech that helps enable those experiences. So things like our external website, our My Intermountain intranet, our patient portals and mobile apps, artificial intelligence, and a few other things along the way. And I've been with the organization it'll be 5 years in September. So it's really gone by, and it's just been such a great experience here. So when I was thinking a little bit about what I wanted to talk about today, I started thinking about my birthday coming up later this summer. And I'm not really one to tend to worry about getting older, but I do become a little bit more introspective as the day nears every year. And I think the things that I was thinking about that I'm going to talk to you about really aligns quite, with quite a few elements of the Be Well framework. So you think about your emotional, physical, educational, social, anyway, a few of them lines up pretty well. So I found this meme to be pretty entertaining. Some of you may have seen it online, social media. And then I started thinking about what it is about adulting that might be incongruent with how people really want to live their lives. So if you think about this meme, it's kind of defining being an adult as maybe, being responsible, maybe being a bit boring, serious, definitely static in your life, and certainly not fun at all. And the fact is, none of us is ever really, we're never going to be younger than we are today. So no matter what age you are, it's really never too late to do anything. So, one example in my life is I got my first master's degree in communications in the late 90s. And many, many years later, I went back for my MBA. And when I graduated from that program, I was in my early 40s. I was the second oldest person by far in my graduating class. And I really try to continue my learning today. I think it's a lifelong event. Additionally, when I was in my early 40s, I decided to take up snowboarding. And the hardest part for me was overcoming that built-in fear that you have when you're in your 40s. And I'm still snowboarding today. I try to improve every year. I do a lesson every year regardless. And the photo you see right there shows me actually at Brighton Resort in Utah last year. I met up with a few of my team members there, and we had a great time. There's no video because I told them there's absolutely no video allowed of this experience, but photos are okay. And I think, once you exit your 20s, people often advise that you learn how to say no, or else you won't have, the appropriate work-life balance. You'll be burned out. You will feel overwhelmed about things. And certainly there's some wisdom in that. And you think about what you focus on in work. A lot of the basis of strategy is saying no to certain things. But I really actually encourage people to say yes more often in maybe areas where you have become static, and saying yes to that exciting project, but it's going to be challenging, or saying yes to taking on a leadership role on a committee, or saying yes about learning a new sport or a new instrument, or saying yes to trying a new hobby with your kids, saying yes to expanding your social group, saying yes to giving a scary presentation at a conference. Just really trying new hard things is good for your brain and it's good for your spirit. And I just don't think there's ever any regret in learning something new, no matter what age you are. So as we head into the summer, where you think about sunnier weather, sunnier dispositions, I love all the activities you all are doing, and encourage you to say yes to at least one new thing this summer and just see how it impacts your work and your personal life in a positive manner. And that's what I try to do multiple times a year. But during the summer, I kind of take stock in what I've done and what maybe I want to do later. So thank you for letting me share that. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mona. Yeah, I totally agree. And just because you're not an expert at something doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. Like, you're not an expert snowboarder, but you're up there enjoying the mountains, enjoying the snow, getting out, having fun, trying something new. I just love that idea that you don't have to be an expert at something in order to love it or to enjoy it. So, all right. Thank you so much. That's very profound. Okay. I'm maybe turn off your camera. We're going to jump into this stretch portion. And let's see, I am still spotlighted, right? Yeah, I will remove your spotlight, Mona. We are going to stand up against the wall. So find some space against a wall. And I have everything on a timer because I will go over time because I love teaching movement and I just have a tendency to take too long. So find a spot on the wall. We're going to, if you don't have an open spot, then grab the back of a chair. And for 36 seconds, we're going to press our hands into the wall and dip our chest down. So you get to move at your pace and in your way. I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit. So time is on right now. Put your hands up against the wall and let your chest dip down and your back arch a little bit. So I'm going to bend my knees, stick my butt way back. Hopefully everyone can see me. Maybe I should have grabbed a chair so I'm more center. But you can bend your knees and just think of squeezing your mid upper back and taking your arms way up, sticking your butt back behind you and squeezing upward. Now, we're not going for pain. We're just going for a stretch. So you should feel a stretch through your chest, through your shoulder, and that is time. Okay, so put your right hand up against the wall with your fingertips pointed back. So arms straight out from the shoulder, and we're going to shimmy the feet away from the wall, press your hand into the wall and look over your left shoulder. So my right hand is pressing into the wall. I have a straight arm and I'm going to shimmy my feet and look over the shoulder. Now, again, we're not going for pain. We're not trying to force anything. We're just trying to open up the joints a little bit and feel a stretch. And to find a little discomfort is fine. But again, you need to differentiate between pain and discomfort. So looking over the shoulder, shoulders down, breathe in, breathe out, press your hand into the wall. Good. And let's try the other side. So we're going to switch arms. Your fingertips are pointed back. You spread the fingers, press the hand into the wall. Arm is straight out from the shoulder. We're going to shimmy the feet away gently and look over the shoulder. Can you think of rotating your rib cage a little bit more? Look a little bit more with your chin without feeling like you're forcing anything. Shoulders down, breathe in to find length through your spine, and on your out breath, find more twist and press your hand. Really press your hand into the wall. Breathe in, breathe out. If you frequent my classes, you know I love doing sets, but we're only going to do one of each of these. That's time. Okay, next we are going for the aptly scratch test to eagle arms. Now, your right arm is going to be your top arm the whole time. So aptly scratch test, we're going to take our right arm up, our left arm under, and we're going to try to touch fingertips on the middle of our back. So do your best to touch fingertips. Keep your right arm the top arm, and we're going to cross elbows and wrap the arms for eagle arms, like so. So your arms wrap all the way around and your palms touch. Do it again, same side. So right arm is the top arm, touch fingertips as best you can. Breathe in, breathe out, and right elbow on top, wrap the arms, eagle arms. You can play around with the height of your arms. Maybe it feels better to pull down, maybe better to lift up, and that's time. We're going to do it on the left side. So now left arm is the top arm the whole time. In 3, 2, let's go. So try to get those fingertips to touch without forcing anything. Elbow is high, you breathe in and out. And then keep your left arm the top arm, wrap elbows, wrap forearms, bring the palms together. And again, you can play around with how high your arms are, what feels good to you. Then you do it again. Try to get those fingertips to touch. 10 seconds. Eagle arms, left arm is the top arm. Try to keep the arms down the midline of the face. And that's time. We are going to a squat to side bend. So just an easy squat. Feet are just outside the hips with the toes turned out slightly. And we'll just go easy squat to side bend, reaching up and over. So come with me, time is on. Squat to side bend. Think of going straight up and over instead of kind of folding forward this way. Just opening up the rib cage on that side. So you get to move at your pace. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. Breathe, breathe though. Find length. 3, 2, and time. Okay, we're going to alternate pats on the back. So take an arm up and over. You can use your other hand to press the elbow back. Shoulder stays down, and pat yourself in the middle of the back as best you can. And then when you're ready, you swing the arms open and do the other side. A pat. When you're ready, you swing open, other side. So play around with, how high your elbow is, how much you push. Sometimes I feel like we judge whole body flexibility just off of our hamstrings. Like, can you touch your toes? But we're pretty tight in other areas of our body. So we need to get our shoulders mobile. Our upper body is pretty tight as well. Okay, last one. We are going to reach the right arm out to the side. It can be down at an angle. Take your left ear to your left shoulder. So you're tilting your head away from your arm. And then at your pace, you're just opening the shoulder. So rotating the arm open and closed. And then you can play around with how high your arm is and play around with the angle of your chin. To me, it feels a little bit better to take my chin back just a little. You can roll the wrists, wiggle fingers, even stir your arm up, twist it around. And time. Let's try it on the other side, then we're done. So left arm reaches out at an angle. We're not forcing anything. We tilt the head away. Let's go. Play around with the angle of your chin. And then just turn your palm up, turn your palm back. Maybe you roll your wrist or stir your arm up, kind of twist it around. Really reach through the fingertips, close and open the hand. You get to choose what it looks like. Maybe you lift your arm, maybe you bring it down. Breathe in, breathe out. 3, 2, and time. Nice. Let's round the back, look into the belly, and bow your head. So reach the arms forward. Imagine someone punched you in the gut, and you've rounded your spine as a reaction to that. Reach the arms out, bow the head. Then reach up, take a deep breath in. And arms come down, loop your shoulders up and back. Very nice.